Today, we will talk to each other about seeing tea. We will talk about the interpretations related to tea, whether we know whether we are preparing it or whether we are drinking it. We will know what it means if a married woman, a single girl, a divorced woman, a pregnant woman, or a man sees this vision. Firstly, tea is one of the symbols that in general is one of the symbols that indicate relief and the disappearance of worries from the visions that indicate the coming of goodness and happiness. Green tea is also one of the symbols that heralds the dreamer's salvation from enemies or from people who wanted to harm him, especially when we see green tea mixed with milk. Green tea is one of the visions that indicate good behavior. Also, seeing tea, when the dreamer sees that he is in the tea, it is in the visions that indicate the release of his worries. Dry tea, or tea that is still dry, sometimes indicates haste in a matter or decision. When a person sees that he is buying tea is also one of the visions that indicate good conditions and psychological comfort for the dreamer, whether psychological or physical. Drinking tea is a vision that indicates good luck. Seeing a person buying tea and seeing that it is full of tea is also one of the visions that indicate the solution of problems or disputes. Drinking tea for a married woman in general is also one of the visions that indicate livelihood that may come after effort, but a little effort is simple. Tea for an honorably married woman is well and blessed, whether for herself or for her family in general. It is symbols that indicate happiness and joy. When you see that she is drinking tea with her husband, this is stability, and the corners of disagreements and goodness and livelihood will come through her husband. When a married woman sees that she is serving her husband tea, she dedicates to marital comfort and happiness. When a single girl sees tea, one of the symbols that indicates that when she sees that she is serving tea to the guests, this is a good deed that she will do, and it will be accepted. Serving tea from the spirit indicates the arrival of an occasion, whether an occasion for engagement or an occasion for reconciliation. If the people we serve tea to are our friends or we know them, this is affection and love between us and them. Dry tea for a single girl when she sees dry tea and sees it. In large quantities, this is a livelihood, and a large livelihood will come through an unknown person or someone not known to her. Drinking for the girl who will buy it and find that the taste is sweet is one of the symbols that heralds a coming period in her life in which there will be happiness, joy, and good luck. Drinking tea is one of the symbols that heralds an engagement, and good news is coming. When a divorced woman sees tea, it is also the kind that gives her good news of happiness. When you see that she is drinking tea and it tastes good, it is also a joy and a period of happiness. When she drinks tea with her friends or acquaintances, there is also good company, friendship, and love between them. It is wonderful that there are people who will stand with her in a crisis or distress. Serving tea to someone who is cold is one of the signs that heralds her engagement, connection, and marriage to a good man who may be a replacement for her ex-husband. When we see a pregnant woman, when we see that she is drinking tea, it is also one of the symbols that indicate happiness, joy, and comfort, whether psychological or physical comfort, if she is suffering from some troubles. One of the symbols that heralds a baby will be healthy, and the baby will be old. Drinking tea is a wonderful sign of happiness. Dry tea is also one of the symbols that indicate the departure of worries and the departure of fatigue, and it is good news that she will have an easy birth and a smooth birth. For a man, when we see that he is drinking tea if he is a worried person or is going through a difficult period, it is good news for him, provided that the tea tastes good and does not taste bad. Tea is when a person sees that he is holding a cup of tea in his hand, it is a sign of good behavior and wisdom in dealing with a certain matter. Dry tea in large quantities is also good news for the dreamer's livelihood and well-being. Drinking tea is one of the symbols that indicate a person's good condition and psychological comfort. When a person also sees that he has tea, his tea is one of the symbols that give him good tidings of good livelihood. If he was married and saw that he was drinking tea with his wife, it is a sign of stability and marital happiness. If there are disagreements, which indicates the end of these disagreements or the end of problems. When he sees that he is serving tea to his friends at work, he has a good relationship with them. This is the summary of the interpretations related to seeing tea, whether we see that we are preparing it or whether we are drinking it. And we know what it means for a pregnant woman, for a divorced woman, for a single girl, for a married woman, and for a man. You will like the video. If you have any questions or inquiries, write them to me below. I will answer you. Thank you very much, and I will see you in a new video. Goodbye.